will be sharing with you our underwater experience in the submarine. Enjoy watching the video.
Have you ever had a submarine experience? Have you ever been 25 meters under the ocean? The kind of story we are about to share with you today is a thrilling and unique underwater experience. Being that it was my birthday, we had to plan this excursion. We left the hotel on that day at 10 a.m. in the morning, and we went to the port of the Red Sea, where the Sinbad Company usually organize a submarine excursion. The Sinbad Company is the only submarine company in the Middle East and Africa providing such kind of unique experience with the submarine. There are only 14 recreational submarines worldwide. 2 of them are here in Hurghada. The submarine boat was waiting somewhere in the middle of the Red Sea. In order to get there, the Sinbad Company provided a yacht which carried every person who booked for the submarine experience to the submarine boat. The waiting time before getting inside in the yacht was about 20 minutes. The yacht can carry only 45 people and 2 pilots. By getting inside in the yacht, we chose to sit on the top in order to have a better and panoramic view of the Red Sea. Inside in the yacht, the pilots of the Sinbad Company gave such a friendly and nice atmosphere. This enabled those tourists who are interested to sail the yacht to do it. And it's of course under the control of the pilots. Is this not a wonderful view? Look at that blue sea and that beautiful coast of Hurghada at the background. The yacht trip took 30 minutes before getting to the place where we had to transfer to the submarine boat. The group of tourists who just finished the submarine experience before us were still waiting for the yacht to take them back to Hurghada. Getting inside in the submarine boat for the first time in your life is exciting. It's a memory that will last for a lifetime, as the dancing skills are showing it. We managed to be among the first people to get inside in the submarine boat in order to show you how a recreational submarine boat looks like from inside. A submarine boat, just like any other machine boat, is provided with propellers, which are a device with a rotating hub and radiating blades that are set at a pitch to form an helical spiral, which, when rotated, exert linear thrust upon a working fluid such as water or air. In another word, propellers are engines which enable a boat to move in the water. On this little screen inside in the boat, we viewed the boat sinking in the water and as it started the trip to the bottom of the Red Sea. Under an ocean, there are a lot of varieties of coral and colorful reef fish. Fish are some of the most interesting and varying types of animal in the animal kingdom. Fish come in more varieties than any other group of vertebrate animals. There are 32,000 different species of fish. Have you ever asked yourself what fish eat under the water? Some fish eat plant life. They may scrape algae off rocks or eat plants that grow in the ocean. However, some fish called predators prey on other fish and animals in the ocean. A shark, for example, is a noted predator that hunts for prey. There is fortunately no shark in this side of the Red Sea. This made our trip to be more interesting. It's a brilliant experience. We experienced the beauty of the Red Sea without getting wet. There are divers who swim alongside the submarine boat and attract the fishes by feeding them. This enabled us to see a lot of varieties of fishes. In fact, the divers carry such a water camera and took all sorts of pictures along the trip. You can buy those pictures after the trip on an USB stick, on a CD or album. Once done, they can deliver the pictures at your hotel. Have you ever wondered how fish breathe under the water? When we take a breath, tiny air sacs in our lungs pull oxygen out of the air and carry it to our body cells. The lungs of mammals would not work very well for a fish because one breath underwater will fill them with fluid and make them useless. Nevertheless, fish need oxygen to breathe too. In order to remove oxygen from the water, they rely on specific organ called gills. Gills are filtrate organs full with blood vessels. A fish breathes by taking water into its mouth and forcing out through the gills passages. As water passes over the thin walls of the gills, dissolved oxygen moves into the blood and travels to the fish cells. Looking at all those fish moving around under the ocean is just amazing. If you ever travel to Hurghada, we will recommend you to book this submarine trip. You will not regret it. The divers continue feeding the fishes, and by doing it, it's become more fun. It was a wonderful moment. The fishes look really like they were on stage, entertaining all the tourists inside in the submarine boat. The submarine boat continues sailing and taking us to more amazing places under the Red Sea. Since the beginning of this trip, we learned a lot about fishes, what they eat, and how they breathe under the ocean. Anyway, there is something we still don't know. How do fish reproduce? Their reproduction is one of the most important events of all living species and ensure the continuation of the species from generation to generation. Concerning fishes, most of them lay a large number of small eggs, fertilized and scattered outside of the body. The eggs of pelagic fishes usually remain suspended in the open water. Many shore and freshwater fishes lay eggs on the bottom or among plants. Some fishes even have adhesive eggs. But in most cases, the female releases eggs into the water and they are immediately fertilized by sperm from the male. In the wild, fish can easily reproduce when they are sexually mature. Most fishes are ectothermic, allowing their body temperatures to vary as ambient temperatures change. Fish can acoustically communicate with each other, most often in the context of feeding, aggressions, or courtship. Although fish are an important resource for the human worldwide, especially as food, fish make a major contribution to their ecosystem, providing essential nutrients that support the world ecosystem. Simply put, fish are excellent recyclers of the nutrient that algae and other bottom-level species need to survive, that in turn support the remainder of the ecosystem. Therefore, fish also need to be protected as a part of the ecosystem. We then completed this unforgettable underwater experience, which is recommendable for all ages. These submarine activities can be booked in internet before you travel to Hurghada, or you can still book it directly by the Simbad company while you are there in Hurghada. For sure, you will also have an amazing submarine experience and see a lot of beautiful fishes, and you will come back home with an amazing story like this one.